for Smith, but Zonneveld's timing was on point in that match. Myself, Chris Murphy, and Chris Mason will bring you the next one, a meeting between Chris Dobey and Andrew Gilding. But Mace, first of all, we've got to give the credit to Zonneveld, haven't we?
He was brilliant, wasn't he? A statement of intent in set one, where he rattled through the 180s, big scoring, took out finishes under the cosh. That may be a coming of age type of performance from him. I thought he was outstanding. We've seen him average more than that on the Pro Tour, but in terms of a match in this environment, that's the best I've ever seen him play.
Michael Smith won the World Championship 3 years ago, Mace, down to number 31 in the world rankings, and there are a bunch of players that are still in this tournament behind him. He could be at the top 32 by the end of the tournament. Yeah,
I think we discussed this a while ago, and it is a worry for him. It was lovely. When I went out and actually watched the walk-on, and I watched him, the way he went up the steps, and he was obviously pain-free. And that's key for him, because he's in a world of trouble physically. And it's not it's not a temporary injury, it's something that's going to stay with him.
Is this a big blow then? Because with that in mind, this type of tournament should surely suit him better. It's not consecutive matches on the same day or day after day.
Correct. I fancied him to win tonight and potentially go on a bit of a run. When we spoke to him after his first round, he was going off to have some cortisone injections, which aren't a cure. They basically just means he's pain-free. And for him, the problem he's got is he can't practice for hours and hours, and he's a big practicer. His throw is all about he's not an aimer, he's a thrower. Throwers need repetitions. They need them reps in. And he can't get them in because it's too uncomfortable for him to play. Normally, it's too uncomfortable for him to walk. And he played well as well. It was a 98 average pretty much. 6 maxes. His doubling one horrific, 33%. 1 out of 3, which is basically the bottom end of where a player wants to be. That's their worst doubling that they would accept. 6 from 18. Zonneveld was just too good. He was too powerful. The 140, it was 5 more 140s for Zonneveld, or 140 pluses. That was where the damage was coming, but the damage was done early. The first set, it was interesting. I was listening to a few people go, oh, Michael Smith wasn't very good in the first set. He wasn't given a chance. He was blitzed. He was blown away. He couldn't get into the game in that set, but very nearly got himself back into the match, and that's got to be a positive. The average has got to be a positive. The 180s has to be a positive, because it's been a long time since there's been a game that Michael Smith's been involved in where he's hit 6 180s.
Yeah, it's just a shame. There'll be a little wait now until the next tournament that he'll take part in on TV.
Well, it depends where they're going with the World Series. We don't know the invites yet.
True.
Will they? If I'm in.
Do you want to wait till the UK Open before you're on TV again?
No, absolutely not. Not a player of that standing who needs hockey time. What he needs to do is go up there, and what he needs to do is exactly what Zonneveld's just done, right? Because we know all about Zonneveld. We know his capabilities, but he's never done that at this level in this environment. And I just seen him backstage. That could be a match where he now goes away and goes, I actually, and you need confirmation in sport, I can do this.
Well, the section of the draw is interesting. Johnny Clayton is the top seed, of course. He hasn't had a game tonight because he's got to buy through.
And I'm not. Do you think that's a good thing, Murph?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, I think you'd always take the buy, wouldn't you? But
for the money,
yes.
But as a player, I want to play.
A bit of sharpening up, a bit of match practice.
I want that hockey time. Hockey time is important,
and for a player who, coming into the tournament, wasn't in the greatest form, was he, Johnny Clayton?
No, it's not. It's not been his greatest year, has it? And he's a player that needs time. I think he needs time on the hockey. He don't need a bye right now. He needs to go up there and reassure himself that, listen, I'm Johnny Clayton, and he is a fabulous player. And so the problem with Johnny is, right, he come along really late, and everything that's happened for him. I remember Johnny when he was just and I mean this nicely, just a county player.
Yeah.
Right, and everything for him has come late on. And when you're older, you need time and you need reassurance, and he's not going to get that. So he's going to come back in cold.
Yes. Where Zonneveld will have that boost from the Smith victory.
Well, exactly. The confidence that comes with it. He's hot. He feels great. He's going to be dangerous for Johnny.
And the winner of Clayton versus Zonneveld will take on Andres Harrison or Ricardo Pietreczko for a place in the last 16 of the World Championship.
If you'd have offered me that up many moons ago, I'd have bit your hand off for it.
And in a quarter of the draw, where of course James Hurrell has taken out Dirk van Dijvenbode as well.
There you go. And I mean, we didn't have Dirk down as he wasn't on our shortlist, pal, but he certainly is a player that can, a bit like Brendan Dolan did a couple of years ago when he did Price and Anderson. You don't want them in and around it. They're awkward players. They're guys that just, for one, they don't allow you to get any kind of rhythm or feel.
Well, you've just squared every corner there, mate, because Brendan Dolan is the other player that's been eliminated from that quarter of the draw, beaten by Ryan Searle. We move on.
That was a beautiful performance, by the way, from Ryan Searle.
It was. Chris Dobey against Andrew Gilding coming up next here on the talkSPORT app and the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Welcome along. Tonight it's a battle of composure against fire parries, and Andrew Gilding arrives as one of the most experienced competitors in the field. Won't rush, he won't panic, and he played really well in his first win, didn't he? Yeah,
he was brilliant. Against a potential banana skin in Crabtree, who's very inexperienced right now and just finding his feet at this level. But Gilding was brilliant, averaged nearly 98.
His highest here at Ali Pali.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go. And not necessarily that he had to produce it, but that's what makes it more impressive, if you know what I mean.
But Dobey's a force to be reckoned with here at the World Championship, isn't he?
Dobey is an absolute baller. He has got everything, every element. He's calm. He's aware of everything. I watch him and I honestly, I just think, I'd love to be able to do what you do.
He's reached at least the quarterfinals in each of the last 3 years. That's some consistency for this tournament.
And remember, one of those quarterfinals that he lost, he was 4-0 up in. And playing darts from the gods. And somehow, I don't know what, I've never even spoken to him about it. I don't know.
Showed some character coming back the next year and getting over that.
Correct. Like when I had my back-to-back semi-final defeats, I was a busted flush. I literally was gone, mentally, emotionally. I just couldn't handle it anymore because I couldn't take it. He was 4-0 up, playing the darts of his life, got beat 5-4 from being 4-0 up, comes back the next year, makes the semi-final.
Yeah. Lost out to Michael van Gerwen in the end, but it does show an awful lot of character. Only one first-round exit, one second-round exit for Chris Dobey. They came in his first 2 years.
Yeah, you get a pass for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Andrew Gilding's record, well, he's never been past the third round, and that was last year when he lost out to Nathan Aspinall, getting to round 3. Can he double up? Hasn't really cracked how to get through to the later stages in this event, but of course he is a major winner, a UK Open champion. That day when he beat Michael van Gerwen in Minehead.
Well, as is Dobey when he won the Masters.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they're not made. Well, one of them's a major, one of them's a TV title. We're not going to go there,
no.
Everyone's
got different definitions of both of those things these days.
That's a debate for the trolls, not us.
Yes.
We recognise what they are.
Yeah.
One of them's a major, one of them's a TV title.
I'll tell you what, neither of them have won titles on talkSPORT, have they? They're the real ones, they're the big ones.
Or at the Super Series, pal.
Yeah.
Exactly. I've done what they've not.
Yeah. Premier League match play, World Championship, all on talkSPORT, the big three.
And it's amazing, isn't it? Those tournaments are just so enjoyable.
And this tournament has been enjoyable.
And we're not even started yet.
Oh, no. And it's a different tournament after Christmas as well. That's what everybody wants to do. They want to win their 2 games before Christmas and be in the main tournament.
Murph, there is nothing worse than going out pre-Christmas, because you sit at home, the darts is on the telly, you're not there, you're thinking about what could have been.
Right, here we go then. Time for Dobey against Gilding here at the World Darts Championship.
Paddy Power World Darts World's Championship, brought to you by the PDC and coming to you live on Sky Sports from the Alexandra Palace, London. Time to meet the players. Both players from England. Firstly, would you please welcome the former UK Open champion, a World Match Play, a World Grand Prix quarter-finalist, Goldfinger Andrew Gilding.
Put in are incredible, but Chris Dobey can do just the same.
10th World Championship. Would you please welcome the winner of 8 PDC titles, a Masters champion, and a World Championship semi-finalist, Hollywood Chris Dobey.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad.
Listen to this, right? Now this is a dart player. Did an exhibition for me at Ilkeston Town Football Club. And it was on the day that I came here to get ready for the World Championship. So I said, look, pal, come in the pub. It's shut. Crack on, enjoy yourself. Have what you like. 1 can of Diet Coke. Put us all to shame, pal.
Chris Dobey.
Can you imagine the scenario where you said to me, yeah, mate, in you go, son.
Yeah, I was imagining a few players where it might have been a different outcome.
It would have been a different outcome. So he owes me £1.50 anyway. More to the point.
Well, might not have made himself at home in the pub, but he's certainly at home on this stage. A quarter-finalist twice, semi-finalist last year, and one of the most consistent big tournament performers of recent seasons. Hollywood Chris Dobey brings heavy scoring, confidence, and belief that he belongs late in this competition. A clear matchup here between 2 players that can power score. Watch the doubles though. Dobey can overwhelm opponents, but if he lets chances slip, then Gilding is ruthless in that department. He was 44% in his opening match. Chris Dobey, only 27. There was a little bit of a chink in the armour there.
Yeah, if there is an Achilles heel, it's probably that.
Lapping it up to the Beatles tune. And there's a John Lennon lookalike in the audience singing along. Conspiracy theorists might believe it's actually him.
I'm with you on that. I've seen that. I've seen that thing with Paul McCartney where he stood behind him.
Yeah. Well, Hollywood then, can he produce a blockbuster performance? A 35-year-old, a 66-1 shot for the title. Might be a bit of value in that each way. 8th in the world.
Well, we'd hardly go, oh, I can't believe it if he won it.
No.
He's in that. We have lists, so we have our short list, a short list.
Yeah.
And then just a list.
Yeah, there's a Luke list, and then
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now his section of the draw, Chris Dobey the winner would take on Luke Woodhouse or Max Holt, and the proposed last 16 tie would be Gerwin Price if it went to ranking. Price, Blazier, Joyce or Ratajski.
Yeah, and I like Price this year. Well, I just like Price, full stop.
Same quarter of the draw, of course. That means as Luke Littler, so it's a tough route to make it through.
I think a lot of us felt that if and we don't do this with any kind of malice, or we just look at it logically and crunch numbers. If anybody's going to stop Littler, I think it is Price.
Yep, and I totally agree with that. Dobey looking for the first maximum.
Didn't wait long, did we? Well, in this said exhibition, by the way, that I wasn't at, he was remarkable.
Yeah. Gilding looking to answer. Can't quite manage it. Yeah, a lot of the players are doing that now as they build up to this event. Playing.
Well, because they're not. If we'd have had this discussion in my era, I would have gone, whoa, no, because
it's a mess around. It's a bit of fun.
Yeah, but the modern exhibitions is against fellow players, and the vast majority of them are done against players that potentially could win this title.
Yeah, I heard Michael Van Gogh in his press conference saying, I played an exhibition, I beat Luke Littler. That's in his head.
Of course it is. Like, and then we goes, oh, it's only next week. They're not like exhibitions that we did in smoky
shows,
pubs.
aren't they?
Yeah, they're like Premier Leagues.
Absolutely.
They're remarkable, and I recommend them. It's the only time you'll be able to really get up and be around the players up close and personal.
Well, it's 136 for Dobey after a dozen darts on throw. Gilding not too far behind on 178.
No, and despite the max from Dobey, so that was a loose one from Gilding. 20-20 and a 4 going for the 18s. That's given Dobey a bit more breathing space. Single 20. Oh my goodness, how's that not going into treble, man? That one has.
Yeah.
100.
Gets him down to double 18. Gilding can try and pick his pocket if he can find 134.
Which way is he going to go? Traditional 60, treble 14. Yep, double 16.
Oh, golden darts
What a guy!
from Andrew Gilding.
He's special.
Dobey thought he was coming back for 36 for
So did I.
a simple holder throw. Gilding had other ideas. 134 out.
Absolutely brilliant.
That's a break in the first leg, and he's straight back in the treble 20. How does he do it? He just gets on with it, doesn't he?
Yeah, and listen, they know each other very well. This is their 12th meeting. Gilding leads 6-5, but Dobey's won their last 3.
Yeah.
And they're in modern, they're in recent times.
Yeah, including a 6-3 win on stage this year on the Euro Tour.
Yep.
Dobey does thrive on high scoring.
Well, that's his thing, isn't it?
Gilding's about finishing precision, and we just saw it then, didn't we?
When he's always there or thereabouts in the scoring
Yeah,
department.
he is. But you just fancy that because he's sort of unflappable, in a weird way, a little bit like Bo Greaves, where you wouldn't describe him in any way, shape or form as an adrenaline player.
No, no.
So he won't really feel the moment, which makes him more dangerous.
Correct. Because you can't make him react. You rely on, in a lot of darts matches, you rely on doing something that gets a reaction out of your opponent to force errors or mistakes.
No mistake from Gilding with that fabulous 134 to take the opening leg against the throw. And he's down to 1-2-1 after 9 on his own throw, making it very difficult for Dobey to respond. And it doesn't matter that he's gone wayward because Dobey's on 230.
Yeah, and 85 leads 36.
85.
Anybody think I've done this before?
As prescribed by Dr. Mason.
Mystic Mason, I'll have you know, Murphy.
Well,
I've often described you as Mystic Murphy.
Well, the scoring is there for Dobey, but that could be too late. A second max.
Now that I get what you're saying. That doesn't bother me. The fact that his scoring is on point means that at some stage in this match, he will start.
He'll get it right, yeah.
He'll get
right
opportunities,
time.
yeah.
And he's got one now.
There we go.
Gilding's missed 3 at double. Dobey can break straight back here. 2 180s, 1 in each of the first 2 legs, 50 left.
Single 18, pinned, double 16 for the break back. Oh, it's just left. Can he adjust?
18.
Wow, he very nearly did. Both on the wire at double 16.
So 2 darts missed by Dobey to level up. Gilding going back for double 9. Outside, could try and bounce it off that bulbous barrel. Goes the wrong side of it. Still double 9, hunting it down. Fails to find it.
Wow.
6 darts missed at double in this leg for Andrew Gilding. All his hard work from that 134 undone.
Exactly that. Exactly that. That breaker throw, the little surge he had means absolutely nout now. Because Dobey has broke back. So we're back where we should have been, Murph.
Yeah.
121.
And he kicks off with 2 trebles. Chris Dobey, having assumed or regained control of his set. It is still a race to 3 in the second round of the World Championship. And speaking of 3, well, I thought Gilding was going to fill that up.
Well,
I'll leave the missed 6 to you tonight.
He's very unconventional, isn't he? He sort of climbs on his darts on release, but it works. Tell you what does work for Dobey. Treble 20s, that's 1 in every leg of this opening set.
Yeah. Already
he is so special. I just watch him sometimes in all.
Yeah, his scoring is superb. And as you said, he's going to carve out chances due to it. He's got another one here, 200. After 6 starts.
And Gilding, whereas these platform, I mean, he's not small anyway,
No,
is he?
he's not. Yeah, they are like...
I have a specific pair of trainers I wear when I play darts, but he always wears them, and I wonder if he wears them in practice.
Yeah. Basically, the heel of his shoe is as thick as the shoe itself. 140 on offer for Dobey. He went for top stops after finding a treble 20. I think because the dart was a little bit
skewed,
wobbly. Yeah,
you're right. I don't mind that play. And Gilding's on 1-2-1. 60's found. 11 ball. 33-28. 11 is found. Ball.
Oh, he moves it.
He did move it.
You called him the assassin when he beat Cam Crabtree.
Yeah, and it was assassin-like, wasn't it?
Top so for Dobey to restore some order here to lead 2-1 in the opening set. Over tops. Another one next to it. Needs to make a minor adjustment here.
Now, like I told you, Dobey's floor is doubling. It's not scoring. 3 darts at tops for 2-1. Let in Gilding. He's the kind of kid that will go, I'll have that, thanks very much.
And he does have it. So 3 breaks a throw.
All completed, well, for Gilding, all completed in 15 darts. Not quite as spectacular as the 15 dart in leg 1 that saw him take out the 1-3-4, but he leads 2-1. It's against the throw, but he has the darts in the 4th and starts with a ton.
And let's not forget, Dobey's hit 3 1/8s. He's 1 in every leg. Gilding is 2 and up, and in the leg that he lost, he missed 6 darts at double.
Set should be done and dusted. Well, it's not a max here. Well, could have been a max in terms of trebling. He missed the treble 18 for treble 20, treble 19, and treble 18. He's averaging nearly 97, Dobey, and he's missed 5 darts at a double in 3 legs.
Yeah, Dobey on 366 ahead of these 3 darts. That one low, below the treble 20. That one above it, he over adjusts. He comes down for the 19s, but only finds a treble 3, and a real opportunity now for Andrew Gilding to start to close the door.
Yeah, and win the set. 3-4-1, leading 2-1, single 20. Dobey 3-1-7. No trouble so far. Only 60, so a reprieve for Chris Dobey, but he needs to pile on the pressure. 60's found. Loads of room to the left. Well, he sticks that dart. Well, that's a great ton, isn't it? On another day, that'd be a max Murph.
Yeah, absolutely, but he's not.
He's not here at 140 yet.
No.
It's either all or nothing, isn't it? First dart merchant personified.
Yeah, absolutely. Gilding finds a ton. So there's a chance here for Dobey. 2-1-7, plays 1-8-1. Dobey at the hockey with the 2-1-7. If he can find a treble here, then he's on a decent finish.
This will be one of them kind of sets, Murph, where he'll go off scratching his head, going, how on earth have I not got anything out of this set?
May have to take out the 1-2-4 that he's just left. Gilding on 1-8-1 in the treble 20. Just below it. Utilises the middle of the board to leave himself 76. Dobey under pressure then. 1-2-4.
Gotta go, mate. Gotta go or it's set over.
Single 20. Going for treble 18. That would get him a dart at the bullseye. That's what he's got. The ball. Oh, Dobey nails the bullseye. 1-2-4 out to save the set.
Beautiful. 15 dart breaker there. That's almost payback for the 1-3-4, man.
Absolutely. Every single leg, by the way, has gone against a throw here. Dobey has the darts in the decider.
96.
1 treble 19. 96. He's racked up in his first visit. Gilding at the hockey now. As always, starts in the centre of the hockey and then marches across to the left. Turns towards 60. The board. Can only score 60. Dobey then looking to get the first hold of throw in this game. 2 darts above the treble 20.
94.
Good switch to the 18s. Gets him to 3-1-1.
4-4-1 Gilding. Single 20. Single 20.
100.
Well, answers on a postcard, Murph, how that one went in, because he walked on it, the shoulder was in it. Down to 341, 311 Dobey, treble 20, deflection 97. That's okay, 214.
Dobey's family watching on.
I think that's his mum.
Yep, certainly is. Clapping as Chris looks to get that first hold. The number 8 seed for this tournament, Chris Dobey, has broken back twice in this opening leg, having surrendered his own throw. Now he's looking to hold on to it to win the first set. Treble 5. Oh, single 1. It's going wrong here for Dobey. 198. Has to find a treble to leave a finish. And does so. Great last start. 144, but Gilding needs 2 trebles to join him in the same kind of territory. Single 20. Can't find a treble. Dobey's got 6 from 144.
100.
And again, finds the treble 20 with his final dart. 144, Gilding 181, so 6 for Dobey to win the opening set. Oh, he's found a treble 20, 64 left, 16s. That'll do, that'll do.
All Andrew Gilding can do is try and apply some pressure now. 181 he's got.
Oh, yeah, and pray for a miss, which we've seen from Dobey. He's only 2 from 7, so he's missed 5.
Yeah, he's not even 1 out of 3 in this match or the tournament, so he's only getting 2 darts at double here.
Yeah, and his doubling has been down on where he'd want it to be. 16, and that wasn't convincing.
Double 16 is though, and Chris Dobey had to work hard in that opening set against Andrew Gilding. He went a breakdown twice. Firstly, because of that fabulous 136 checkout in the opener, despite Dobey hitting a 180 in each of the first 3 legs. He broke back on a couple of occasions with a 1-2-4 of his own in the mix, and then he holds his throw to win the set in a last leg decider. At the first break then, Chris Dobey leads Andrew Gilding by a set to 0. If you love your darts, whether it's the league night, the local, or dreaming of a walk-on anthem, you'll know the right gear makes all the difference. Target Darts are the brand behind Luke Littler's rise. They've been with him from the start, crafting the innovative, high-quality darts he now uses on the sport's biggest stages. And now Target have taken the home setup to another level with the Omni Auto scoring system, instant accurate scoring, and a slick modern way to sharpen your game. So if you want the same equipment trusted by the most electrifying young talent in world darts, visit targetdarts.com and get on target.
It needs to be magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Littler gets on target.
Championship action across the talkSPORT network. talkSPORT 2 and talkSPORT will be covering this tournament right until the end. And tonight we're live on the talkSPORT app and talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Chris Dobey winning a hard-fought first set where he had to come from behind on a couple of occasions, having been broken twice by Andrew Gilding. It's got all the makings of a bit of a marathon, this match, Mace.
Yes, but what? Listen, it's Chris, and Chris. He just can't fail to win. It's all about the atmosphere in here today and tonight has been absolutely incredible. The crowd, most people now off work, broke up for Christmas. They got their their holiday head on and they're loving it.
Best party in sport, no doubt about that.
There's nothing like it. Make it make sense, Murph. Find me something else as good as this.
Oh, absolutely.
How much is the ticket for this? Is it like 30 quid, 40 quid?
Yeah, well, whatever it is, it's worth it, isn't it? I'm looking out of the crowd now. I am struggling to see somebody dressed in normal clothes.
I'm struggling to see someone sat down.
Yeah. I can see plenty of Santas. I can see an incredible Hulk. I can see some people dressed up in Mexican attire. There's a few dart shirts in there, a few Where's Wallies. All of them waving their arms in the air, enjoying a massive darty party at the Palace. And then there's 2 blokes on stage trying to get through to the 3rd round of a tournament. concentrating on
I
throwing
know.
their darts.
When you break it down like that, Murph, it is quite remarkable,
Yeah.
isn't it? That we play a sport in front of what can be quite a hostile crowd.
A sport that's all about concentration.
Yeah. You would never get this at the snooker,
No.
would you? You get it at the snooker shootout.
Yeah,
But-
but not to this extent, even at that.
No, absolutely not.
But everyone's having a good time, and the players buy into it. They understand that one of the reasons that this year's World Championship has got £1 million first prize.
It's because of them lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm with you, Murph, and it's a trade-off, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed Game On at the Lakeside in the Embassy, but I didn't enjoy picking up £900 for the semi-finals of the World Masters.
Yeah, exactly.
So what would I rather have?
Pay your money, take your choice.
Exactly.
Dobey
It's
won.
like people going about fighters and all that, getting paid, but they're prize fighters. That's what they do. We play darts for reward.
Yeah, and there are big rewards at this tournament this year.
Incredible.
£5 million prize fund.
It still don't make sense
No.
now to me. I'm still.
Well, the whole tour was £5 million prize fund. What?
Second set.
10, 11 years
Yeah,
ago?
exactly, for the whole year.
Yeah.
This tournament is $5 million in prize money. Still can't get me head around it now. My biggest ever cash in darts is £5,000 less than what the first round losers got.
Wow. Wow. Remarkable.
Now I have to work a week for that.
96.
Well, Chris Dobey and Andrew Gilding are battling it out now here at the Ali Pali.
Yeah, it's not quite on a knife edge, but I saw enough from
99.
Gilding in that first set that he could be, and maybe a problem for Dobey, because Dobey's doubling was a little bit off.
140.
An extra 10,000 for going
Yeah.
through to the next round.
£10,000 game of darts.
Dobey currently in play, world number 11, but that's because he's dropped 3 places during the tournament. Went off as a number 8 seed.
Yeah, because he made a quarter 2 years
Yeah.
ago, didn't he?
Yeah, he needs to keep backing it up. Quarter, semi, the last 3 years, Chris Dobey. Andrew Gilding, world number 33, but we mentioned Michael Smith
43.
dropping down the rankings. Dirk van Dijvenbode is 29. Peter Wright's number 30. Could be a very interesting reshuffling of the pack.
Well, Scott
at
Williams,
this
where
tournament.
the semi-finalist 2 years ago, where's he gone? He's way out of the mix, isn't he?
Yeah, of course, Luke Littler looking to be back-to-back world champion. I find it incredible, when you look at the rankings, both Adrian Lewis and Gary Anderson in this tour card era were back-to-back world champions. Neither made world number 1.
There you go.
100.
I knew
And
then
you
this
require
system is
158.
slightly flawed. I think if we went, I think it, and Michael Smith's demise. Oh, hello, 60, 54, 24 left for a 138 for Gilding in leg 1 of set 2.
Well, it was 136 in leg 1 of set 1. Couldn't quite.
I think the
140.
Finish it
pressure
off.
of having that money defend contributed to his downfall.
122.
Yeah. Yeah, we could talk about all the potential ranking systems for a long, long time.
That's another podcast, mate.
But Dobey, 54-54 for double 7. Both players missing the double for a big ton-topping combination.
And you require 24.
More importantly, for Dobey, that was a break of throw opportunity. And Andrew Gilding
Inch on the fifth
slots
leg.
the 54 in the end to hold
Second leg, Christopher
in
Phipps.
16 darts.
So Dobey.
Are you a fan of a 2-year ranking system, or?
I'm not sure whether the length of time. I might extend it by another year, but what I would like to see is it coming off incrementally. Personally,
Yeah, I think I've heard something you said about this. I think you did something on this in a little bit of a modus special, didn't you?
yeah, I think it was a while ago, but I
Yeah.
haven't really changed my opinion too much.
No.
57.
I think that similar to tennis, if you start sort of losing the money slowly, almost as soon as you've earned it, because what I don't like about this ranking system is you wake up on January the 5th, 15 places worse off than you were on January the 4th.
And you're not a 15 places worse, but that was my argument with
Yeah.
Aspinall when he went down to 24. Don't tell me he's now 17 places lesser player, if you get me.
So 180.
Trading 180s.
Yeah, Dobey's on 4, Gilding's on 1, but they're both on a score just over 200. Gilding 221, Dobey 204. Remember, Gilding leading this set, but lost the first set. 1-2-1 for Andrew Gilding. He missed the ball for that in the first set as well.
Dobey'd love another max. Would leave 24. That's not going to happen because it's big 20, followed by another.
60.
And another.
And you require 121.
Early stages of the set, but Gilding is on fire.
Treble 17.
Leaves ball.
But he's just to the right of it.
Weight of dart was perfect.
Yeah,
Then.
2 good attempts at it. Ironically, it's Dobey that's hit it in this match. 1-4-4 for Chris. Can't take it out, so Gilding's on course to double his advantage, and I can tell you right now he'll go 1-12.
63.
Dobey's playing like a player one set down, not one set up.
So here we go. It is 1. And it is double 12. Andrew Gilding doubles his advantage in set 2. Just have a feeling this game is going to go the distance. We saw a brilliant battle between Dave Chisnell and Ricardo Pietreczko. That had a bit of drama in it this afternoon.
Yeah, this is following a. Yeah, it's a similar type of game. When you looked at the stats, there wasn't enough division
Whereas
to.
that one had. It was kind of game of 2 halves, wasn't it? Pietreczko had the first 2 sets. Chisnell had the next 2. And then Pietreczko came good in the tie-break, but this one I think is going to be more nip and tuck throughout.
Agreed. There's not a lot between them.
97.
And especially when you look at their opening round performances, both looked in good nick, but Gilding just that little bit more special.
Yeah. Third and final game of the night. Mark Wilson and Paul Nicholson will talk you through. That's going to be Stephen Bunting against Nitin Kumar of India. His doubling was better than anyone's, wasn't it, in the first round?
Yeah, he was brilliant, wasn't
75%.
Yeah, it's outstanding. It was great to see as well. It's a great story. Played above and beyond, and that's what you need to do. It's inspirational.
1-2-1 left again by Andrew Gilding. When you're leaving 1-2-1 so often, it shows how strong your scoring is.
Especially after 9.
Yeah.
That tells you there's a certain routine of visits that he's finding.
And you're not straying.
No, there's nothing. There's no 1s or 5s.
Yeah, you still got a 1 at the end, then you've thrown all your darts straight most of the time. Doesn't have to go for the treble 17, having not hit the treble 20, because Dobey's not on a finish.
81, 20, treble 20. Didn't even think about the 51 for ball. He's left tops after 12. This is a super set, Murph. 16-14, tops after 12.
Yeah, average of 104.5. That all amounts to. Great setup from Chris Dobey using the treble 11 to leave double 16. 1-5-3, putting the pressure on Gilding. Pressure? What pressure? Gilding lands tops and races through that second set. Really good stuff from Gilding. The average just shy of 105 from Goldfinger in that one. Dobey exits the stage scratching his head, not knowing quite what's hit him, because Andrew Gilding has just blasted him off the board in that one and levelled up this match. At the second break then, it is Chris Dobey 1, Andrew Gilding 1.
It needs to be magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Lickler, get on target.
A great game this between Chris Dobey and Andrew Gilding, who's just won 3 quick-fire legs to level up the match. Dobey won the first set 3-2, Gilding won the second 3-0. Both players averaging around the 94-95 mark. Not many treblers visits between them. 4 180s for Dobey, just 1 for Gilding, but both have big finishes as well. 1-3-4 came in the very first leg of the match for Andrew Gilding, but there was a crucial 1-2-4 in the fourth leg for Dobey, which saw him break the throw, went on to win the first set. But he was humbled in that second one, wasn't he?
Well, wasn't he? 16, 14, 13, an average of 104.86 for Gilding. 1 set 2, free zip. It's 5-3 in legs to Gilding. In terms of trouble, troublous visits, Murph, and you're right, 9-7.
Yeah.
Dobey with 9, Gilding, he's only visited the board 7 times in 8 legs where he's not out of trouble.
Dobey back on the stage very, very quickly, trying to put that nightmare set behind him. Andrew Gilding.
Well, he averaged 98.29 in the set.
Barely got a look in.
He didn't get a look in. It wasn't too shabby at all.
That's the type of set he'll lose sleep over, because Andrew Gilding, the bogeyman, came and stole his dream, didn't he? And he's taking his time coming back, Gilding. It'll be a slow, steady saunter up to the stage. You would never know if he was winning or losing.
Nope. Gives you absolutely nothing.
Earlier tonight, Michael Smith knocked out of the tournament that he won 3 years ago, beaten by the Dutchman Niels Zonneveld. Right now, 2 sets shared between Chris Dobey and Andrew Gilding, and coming up, Stephen Bunting takes on Nitin Kumar. Will there be an almighty shock tonight? Or
well, that would be some fairy tale, wouldn't it? Wow.
Yeah, we've had a huge moment for darts in Kenya. An Indian player winning the first round. Of course, Japan, we did see Motomo Sakai go out this afternoon, but some great moments all around the globe, different continents, different winners.
Well, that's what a world championship should be all about, Murph. And the one thing darts does give P-boys opportunities.
Well, we've got players in the second round, haven't we? From Europe, obviously, from Australasia, from
India,
from America, with other Asian players through as well, and one from Africa.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. This tournament, well, we're not, sounds terrible, we're not even in the meat and bones of it yet, but how good has it been already?
Chris Dobey, by the way, very sportingly offered a fist bump to Gilding after that 3-0 set. Showed him some respect for what he did in that second stanza.
Yeah, rightly so. It was a wonderful set from Gilding. In terms of overall averages, Dobey's still got his nose in front. But in terms of where this match sits, 1 set all. Remember, you've got to win 3 legs to win a set, and it's a race to 3 sets in these early stages. It will get extended in the next round, Murph.
Yeah, just approaching half-time in the Premier League. Arsenal 1-0 up at Everton. Victor Gyökeres with a penalty in that one, and Leeds 1-0 up at home to Crystal Palace. Dominic Calvert-Lewin scored again. He's finding some form at Elland Road.
That would be a great win against Palace, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Luke Humphries, of course, a huge Leeds fan, isn't he?
Named after Leeds United, isn't he?
Leeds United, Kings of Europe.
Correct. And Luke Little might be wishing he could change his name, because he's certainly not a Leeds fan.
And his mighty United aren't going so well.
No, Man United never restored to former glories, have they, since Alex Ferguson? They've got a tough one tomorrow as well.
Yes, they have.
Aston Villa away.
Yeah, Villa have been. They had a little wobble, didn't they? And they seem to have found a huge amount of form.
Yeah, absolutely. Great coach they've got in Unai Emery. Well, it's Dobey with his scoring boots on again.
Back to back, double trouble or double treble visits.
Don't know how he would have been feeling after the result this afternoon, Mace.
Yeah.
He wears the Newcastle colours, doesn't he, Chris
He
Dobey?
does. Huge Toon fan, goes home and away.
I've got it now. Maybe that's why he didn't take a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, that wasn't good today. All right, for me, being a very casual Chelsea fan, yet again, it's all about 2 trebles. I don't know about a 2-0 lead. 42 after 12 for Dobey. Gilding trying to apply a bit of pressure and does so with a 140 to leave 76. Leg 1, set 3, 1 set each. Dobey 42, 10, pinned, double 16. Ooh, double 8.
Well, this has got Andrew Gilding written all over it, hasn't it? 76 he left after that 140. Dobey misses 2 darts at double. Up steps the assassin.
Picks his pocket.
Finds a treble 20, finds a double 8. You just knew it was going to happen. Andrew Gilding breaks in the opening leg of set 3, just like he did in set 1. Couldn't turn that into a victory in the set, but he has now won 4 legs on the spin.
Yeah, deep in the match now. He'll be a lot more comfortable.
We're 6-3 in legs.
Yeah.
60.
You've got to master set play. Timing won last night, didn't it, when we commentated on Gurney versus Greaves? She won on legs.
Yes, she did. I mean, I had the same thing against Party years ago at the Tavern. Hit more than 8 is one more legs.
140.
Had a better double percentage, had a better average, lost match.
Different dynamic, this set play. Only played in PDC darts in the World Championship, World Grand Prix,
100.
and now the Winmore World Masters, although a slightly different variation of it.
Yep.
Dobey low.
Best of 3 set play is even more brutal than
Yes,
this.
it is short,
60.
sharp sets in that tournament. Gilding with his, I don't know what to call him.
Boots.
If there was a Spice Boys, he would have been in it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, they're interesting.
Marches across the hockey as always. Dobey.
Yeah, he steps up, walks left, doesn't he? And he has this idiosyncratic prep or pre-throw
Pre-match
routine.
pre-throw routine, a great
Yeah.
way of describing it. You think Johnny Wilkinson before
Yes,
taking a
there you-
conversion or
Brilliant. Well, you can think of some golfers, I suppose, that
yeah, do the same thing every time. And quite often that's the result. Thumbs up from Andrew Gilding, his trademark celebration after rattling the maximum, and Chris Dobey's in danger of being blown away here.
well, it's not a gold finger, it's a gold thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dobey finds the ball with dart 3, but still wants 125, which can be tricky. Gilding 80, single 20. Single 20, tops.
That's the move out of his standard position, but he's found tops beautifully with that adjustment there. Gilding 2-0 up in the third set, and he's won the last 5 legs of the match.
And Murph, listen to this. 16, 14, 13, 14, 15.
100.
He's on a hot streak.
Yeah, well, it's an average in excess of 3 figures across those 5 legs. For this set, it's 103.66.
Yeah, he's up around 106, 107. Hence why he's winning
85.
all the legs. He's 2-0 up. It's 1 set all. Only starts with 85. Tom from Dobey, but he's back in the red bit. Is he going to start to go on a bit of a streak?
He needs to, because don't forget,
137.
this is his set. If Gilding nicks
Yeah.
it off him, he'll be throwing for the match in the next set.
Yeah, just 3 holds away then.
Single 20 from 4-1-6.
He can have 2 legs off in that scenario.
Absolutely. Can't find a treble 20
60.
in that visit. So Dobey with a little bit of breathing space. 2-6-4 after 6. Gilding back on 3-5-6. Wayward 1 from Dobey in the single 5. Single 19. Single 20.
44.
Well, his game is based on his power scoring, isn't it? You said it right earlier in the match. He's not the greatest finisher in the world. He's a good 3-dart finisher.
Yeah. 27% for both the match and the tournament. 3 out of 11 in this one.
Well, that's 13 from 48, so we got a big
Yeah.
sample there. We're not just relating to what we're seeing now. That's where his finishing game is.
Almost needs 4 darts at double.
Yeah, well, and he's not getting that extra turn.
Gilding trying to apply pressure. Dobey on the same 80 checkout that Andrew took out in the previous leg.
100.
And Goldfinger gets down to 1-1-6.
Yeah, no panic in this leg because it's Dobey's darts anyway. Single 20. Needs another single 20 to get a dart at tops. Finds it. He's moved left, moved right.
40.
Couldn't do what Gilding did. Can he complete another clean sweep here? This was 6 legs on the spin and 2 whitewash sets. Finds a treble 20, 16 for tops. Just about in the 16. Double top. Over the top.
76.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on that.
I'm
Big dart.
I'm subscribing to your theory earlier. It's all about the single, isn't it? If the single's dead centre, the double goes. If it's not, it misses.
Yeah, exactly that.
Dobey
That
doesn't
did-
miss.
Yeah, that was dead
Chris
centre.
Dobey.
16 dart hold. But this is the leg for Dobey.
Yeah, at least that's a bit of a rot stopper for Chris Dobey.
Well, it stops the rot of 5, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely. But Gilding straight in the treble. Just
And
doesn't,
again.
doesn't flinch, doesn't flap.
140.
Takes it all in his stride. 140 start. Dobey has to attack here, and that's a perfect first start. Can't follow it though with the second or the third.
And even when you interview him and speak to him afterwards, you sort of express the key moments, and he goes, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, yeah. Doesn't really seem to understand the magnitude of what he's achieving.
Or the enormity.
Yeah.
That's his third in the match. Trails that full three. As Dobey looks to hit back.
140.
And does with a 140.
Nice thumbs up again. Said if he wins a tournament, he wants to buy his next door neighbour's house.
It's not for sale.
Yeah, he hasn't told them yet. I mean, he's going to win £1 million. Name your price. Oh, wonderful stuff this. Andrew Gilding looking to wrap up this set with a 10-darter.
Well, if it's in London, he'll probably get the driveway.
I think he's Norfolk way, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Yeah. Double 18 to equal the best leg of the tournament. Bo Greaves hit a 10-dart finish last night. Can Andrew Gilding hit one here? Of course he can.
Well, he won that set with a 109.11 average. That was a 10-dart hold, winning legs of 14, 15 and 10. And for the second consecutive set, Dobey's averaged 98.
Yeah, for the last two sets, Andrew Gilding's about 106, 107.
Yeah.
And he's back in the treble 20 again with 2 darts.
He has won in 16, 14, 13, 14, 15, 10.
Wow. I mean, if that was Luke Littler...
Oh, we'd be going mad.
It'd be hold the back page, hold the front page.
96.
And hold the pull out in the middle. In again. He ain't missing. And I can't see a way for Chris Dobey to get back in this match because Andrew Gilding has gone into beast mode here.
Well, he's going to have to rely on the game of Gilding coming off the top.
He's won 6 of the last 7 legs. He's down to 200 after 6 starts. I mean, that is world class.
Well, he's won 8 of the 12 legs that's been completed so far.
Yeah. Had it not been for the fact that 3 of Chris Dobey's 4 came in the same set, the game would be over, wouldn't it?
But let's not forget, Gilding missed 6 darts at a double in leg 2 of set 1. Had that gone in,
we'd be off.
Yeah, be done.
139.
Well, is he going to follow up a 10-darter with an 11-darter? And we are talking now about darts out of this world here. Treble 20, double 10 for a dozen.
For 12.
Right, 167 for Chris Dobey, and I'm telling you now, he has to hit it.
Yep.
167.
I didn't have Gilding down. Oh, he's hit the 57. 60 ball. Yes, ball. To change the game. Oh my goodness. Get up there, Dobey. Wow.
Had to hit it. Has hit it. Chris Dobey breaks out of nowhere to take the opening leg of set 4 with a stunning 167 checkout.
And even Gilding backstage smiled and nodded and went, oh yeah, that was special.
But it certainly was. Wow. Third ton plus out of the match. 1-2-4 from Dobey, 1-3-4 from Gilding, but that was the cherry on the cake.
Yeah, some game this.
60.
Well, he was out of it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He looked out of it, Dobey, and suddenly he pulls a rabbit out of the hat.
Well, he's only a breaker throw behind.
Yeah.
Which he's now got. All he's got to do is consolidate that
83.
and take us to a decider. And then anything can happen. Anything is possible.
Both players are capable of peaks and troughs. Gilding's been peaking for a while in this game.
Yeah, there's been no dip.
100.
I mean, there was no dip there. It was
No.
just it was just an incredible shot. Didn't he miss a double for that leg?
Yeah, he was 2 darts, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, yeah, 2 at double 10.
140.
Or was it 1? Anyway.
1 off 100, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
20, 60.
And an inside left 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Dobey's come behind and took a 167 out for 12. He missed
81.
double 10 for a 12 of his own.
Correct. And Dobey's on course here. 2-1-9 after 9. 19 off. 20 off. So needs to just make sure he doesn't throw a wayward dart here. And that's a great dart into the treble 20. 99 leaves 120. Gilding 260 in the treble. So stay straight to leave a finish. He doubles up on treble 20s and joins Dobey on the Shanghai shot.
Yeah, very nearly a fifth max, which would be one more than Dobey. Oh, he's found a 60. 20 and tops. Tops going to go right. He went left. Oh, he's going back left. He's going to try and dink it.
He's in Gilding's spot now. Couldn't quite find it, just dropped below the target. When you move across the hockey, you're throwing from an unnatural length, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. The hockey should be not horseshoe shaped, but similar.
Yeah. Gilding has a dart at tops for the 120 himself. He can't find it either. So Dobey now with a chance to go 2-0 up in set 4. He trails the match by 2 sets to 1. Double 10. Inside that tricky switch now to the double 5. Oh, and he's pulled it. He's pulled it. And he's handing back the initiative to Andrew Gilding here.
Yeah, a break back opportunity for Gilding. Remember, he needs 2 sets to 1. It's only until you go to set 5 where things get tricky with the
10.
Yeah, must win by 2.
Yeah, with the must win by 2. I was just convinced that was going in.
Yeah, he's a great guide on the double 5,
Caught
wasn't
me
it?
staring.
Double 10 for Dobey. On the wire, outside. Can he use it? Oh, no, he can't. Miles away. Adjusts down the hockey. Finds it. Doubles his lead in the set. This game is far from over.
Well, we've gone from absolutely elite level darts to real edgy stuff as Dobey holds in 21.
140.
It's almost like Andrew Gilding doesn't want to tarnish his good record on winning legs. It's a bit messy, mate. You can have that one. Don't want that on my side of the
Yeah,
scoreboard.
absolutely. Well, the longest leg he's had, Murph.
84.
It's a 15. His winning legs 15, 15, 16. No, 16, 14, 13, 14, 15, 10.
Yeah, wow.
100.
Like you say, if this was anybody else, we'd be waxing lyrically.
Well, we've had 14 legs in the match. Gilding only 11 trebleless visits as well.
47.
Less than 1 a leg.
101.83 is average in this set. A set in which he finds himself 2 legs behind.
Or if it was 19 from 40, it'd be 1 every leg.
131.
Yeah. Dobey's average in this set, 17 points lower than Andrew Gilding.
Yeah, 104.08 Gilding. Prior to that turn, well, he's still 16 off the face.
130 here for Gilding to get back in it. Doesn't need to go treble 20, single 20 bull. So he goes treble 20, treble 10, but just misses the treble.
Yeah, right play. Right play. Don't have to do anything dramatic. He wants to force Dobey to serve this out. And at the moment, Dobey with a ton still needs 170. Gilding wants tops. Normally super reliable.
Moves the wire, makes the double slightly smaller, but he uses a dart expertly. And Andrew Gilding moves within 2 legs of victory here, but Dobey can take the set if he can hold his throw in this one.
Pressure will begin to build, Murph.
93.
Good last start, treble 18. Rescues the situation. Gilding leads 2 sets to 1, but trails 2 legs to 1 in the 4th.
Oh, here he comes though, 2 treble 20s against the Dobey darts. Last one just ricochets off the 2 in it and goes into the treble 1.
Well, craftily here, Gilding is averaging 99.62.
He stayed at this high level all throughout the match. Dobey with his 5th 180 of the game.
That is what he's got in the locker.
Closing in on the set now, Chris Dobey, and taking us to a decider. Here comes Gilding. Does he hit back with a 5th of his own?
140.
Not quite. Oh, Dobey gave the thumbs up in celebration to that one. It's a little bit cheeky.
Yeah, I like it. No malice in Dobey. He's a good lad.
96.
So Dobey down to 1-3-2. We saw a beautiful 1-3-2 from James Hurrell this afternoon.
Incredible, wasn't it? What a great performance that was from him against
big win.
Dirk.
Big win for him.
Biggest win of his career for me.
Gilding can't leave the finish, so Dobey may not even need to go for the ball here. Might go treble 20.
He shouldn't, you're right. Straight ton. Treble 20 found. Doesn't get the 48. 16, followed by another. He will be back for tops. Gilding, 178.
So Dobey poised to take us to a deciding set, and you have to give credit to Chris because this has been a barrage of brilliance from Andrew Gilding.
Well, he could have folded like a cheap soup, pal.
Absolutely. Instead,
required 40.
He's bided his time, he's waited for his moments, and he pulled out that beautiful 167 that set the tone for this set. Gilding waits on tops as well. Dobey's just missed it, and he's missed double 10, double 5 for the sets. Oh dear.
Wow. Now he could be in a spot of bother. Tops
40
for Andrew Gilding.
And this is to earn himself the opportunity to throw for the match. Right on top, almost a carbon copy of the previous leg, but this time he over adjusts. Double 10. In it goes.
Andrew Gilding.
So this is everything, all in one leg.
Yep, this is it. Gilding wins a match, progresses on. Dobey loses. It's another cracker that he's lost here at the Ali Palace.
If Dobey manages to take it, we go the distance. And it's only 60 for starters for Andrew Gilding. Not many times we've said that in this match.
It's only a 13th trebleless visit. Nothing trebleless about that from Dobey. 2 treble 20s and a deflected treble into the single.
Gilding still trebleless. Not now. 80 scored from 2 darts. Oh, the last one goes straight through the pair of them into the 5. Door is open for Dobey here.
Yeah, he's potentially, well, pretty much nicked the throw. Just has to consolidate it with a couple of trebles. Only gets 1 on 19s.
So Dobey 265 after half a dozen darts in this must-win leg. Fighting for his World Championship life. Gilding 356 minus 100.
Not enough for me.
We'll start on the 19s, Dobey from 265. Single 19. Adjusts across the oche to try and find the treble. Still hasn't done that. Has now to leave the big fish when he could start this set with a 167 and end it with a 170.
You don't want much birth, do you?
But will he have to? That's the question.
Yeah, well, not now. Certainly not now.
85.
1 point behind, but it is the biggest margin of difference you can get in darts, isn't it, that 1 point?
Yep.
Because it means Gilding's not on a finish and Dobey is. Single 20. Oh, single 7. Wild dart, that. Readjusting, recalibrating,
84.
treble 19.
Yep. Leaves 86. Nothing Gilding can do on 171 apart from throw and hope. Single 20. Got to come out, surely. Oh, he stayed there. Treble 17 for tops.
That's pressure with a capital P.
131.
131 leaves tops. Dobey needs 86 to stay in the tournament, to win the 4th set, to take it to a decider. Single 18, another would leave the bull. That's all he's got. 1 dart at the bullseye, and he fails to find it.
So Gilding for the match, and what a performance.
Double top. Andrew Gilding dumps Dobey out of the World Darts Championship. Chris Dobey, who's reached at least the quarterfinals in each of the last 3 years, heads home in round 2 after a glittering performance from Goldfinger Andrew Gilding. Chris Mason, we said in the first round he was one of the best performers. He's already set the standard in round 2.
Yeah, he's backed it up, hasn't he? 99.01, 26 scores between a ton, a 139, 4 180s, 37% on the doubles. He's 40% for the tournament. His tournament average is 98.5. And they're the kind of numbers, Murph, when we talk about potential winners, or certainly potential players to make a semi, like Dobey has done, they're the kind of figures that we relate to. That was brilliant. He was put under it by Dobey. That wasn't a poor Dobey. He averaged 95. Dublin, that is something that we could pick up on. But the scoring was there. The pressure was applied from Dobey throughout. Gilding was just up for it.
Yeah, and those are the kind of numbers that make him a contender for a big run in this tournament, don't they? Luke Woodhouse or Max up next, and I tell you what, with those kind of numbers, he could cause problems for the likes of Gerwyn Price.
Yeah, and he has done in the past, hasn't he? And he's just awkward to play. You can't get about him. There's nothing. Like if you hit a good score, he smiles, or if you have a big finish or a great leg, he's like, oh, well done, chap. That was nice. Well done.
Yeah, absolutely. Very happy with his performance, and right he should be. Dobey missed the dart to saying it at the bullseye, produced some magic moments of his own, but Andrew Gilding was in a different class
and a worthy winner, Murph.
Absolutely.
That was a proper game of darts from both, and he was just better in every element.
Yeah.
Whether we look at the finishing, the consistency, he hit 15-140s. Not many people outscore Dobey.
Final question, Mace. We've seen two underdogs win tonight, but without so much surprise. Neil Zonneveld beating Michael Smith, Gilding beating Dobey there. You don't jump off your seat and think, WT, whatever has happened. But if Nitin Kumar were able to beat Stephen Bunting, that would be one of the greatest upsets ever, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's up there with Eric Bristow being beaten by Conrad Daniels when he was #1 seed to win the Embassy.
Well, that's coming up next here on the talkSPORT app and the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Gilding is through, but Paul Nicholson and Mark Wilson will take you through Stephen Bunting against Nitin Kumar next.